And one thing that you want to remember, whether you're working on a farm or working at your house, is safety. So we have our gloves, our flannel shirt. If you remember last time, I had a t-shirt on, and then I also had a pair of pants with a hole in the knee, so all the wood shavings went down my pant leg and into my boot. So this time I got my good pants on with no holes in the knees, and I got my pant legs over top of my boots. So we should be more comfortable. And speaking of comfort, it's also a lot colder, so I won't be sweating my butt off. But when you're using a chainsaw, like we have our handy dandy electric chainsaw, if you remember, we put a steel blade on it, which cuts amazing. You want to remember to put bar oil in it. So it doesn't matter what kind of bar oil. As you can see, we have a steel chain with a McCulloch chainsaw with Husqvarna bar oil. So, but you want to remember to make sure you have that in there or it'll ruin your blade. So, and we were fortunate enough to run into the farmer that owns the field that butts up to our property to discuss the property lines, and he had said that they have kind of always went off of this Edison pole, which that gives us plenty of room to explore still, which was one thing we were afraid of, is that we only owned to where this grass gets long, which cuts off a bunch of the field back there that we're currently using. And but it sounds like they're fine with us doing whatever we want in here, which so see all these dead trees, eventually we'll cut down all of these big dead trees in here just to get them out of there, so when we're walking through there we don't have to worry about the branches falling on the kid or have to worry about them falling out in the grass at an inconvenient time. And also the farmer had mentioned that he doesn't like it when it falls into his field. So hopefully by the end of the year, that'll be one goal for us, is by the end of the year or by winter to have them all cut up. Well, at least cut down. I don't know if we'll have them all cut up. Gives us something to do. So as you can see, we've got quite a bit of wood here to cut up, and I'm hoping by the end of the day to at least have it all cut up. And it's currently 8:15 right now. So we kind of got a late start. We got up early because there was some yippy dogs in the yard. There was a beagle. I don't know why anybody would want a beagle. But, so we'll see how much stuff we get done. I'll go through the list in a little bit, like in between loads. One thing you want to remember when using an electric chainsaw is that it is an electric chainsaw and not to cut the cord off. All right, so we've been at it for about 3 hours. We've got about another third of the pile done, so we made some pretty good progress. It's almost all done. We've got the Ranger loaded up, the small pile of wood. Cat's out here keeping guard on all the ants, but we've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 more logs to cut up. Like I said, we've been using our McCulloch electric chainsaw, so it's been really nice. We don't smell like gas or anything. And then we've got a steel blade on that. I personally really like the electric chainsaws. I really want to get a battery powered chainsaw, but so far the corded one's been working pretty good since we put that new chain on it. We're gonna go park this in the garage, and we're actually gonna go shopping to see if we can find a battery powered weed whacker and hedge trimmer. So we ended up getting about 4 loads today, which we now have 2.5 rows of cut up wood, which hopefully eventually we'll get a wood splitter and we'll be able to split the big pieces of wood. We've also got a little pile here of the smaller pieces that we're going to use for the kindling cracker to split up into little pieces of campfire wood. So that's all the time we have today. We ended up not being able to do the rest of the stuff. We may still be able to, if there's time, to get to where we're going to clean up the weeds. Not doing much on the farm this weekend, just a little bit of cleanup. Well guys, we're still at it, but we're burning daylight. So we've got this old-fashioned wagon right here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like raspberry bushes and all kinds of weeds growing up in it, and it's not even together. So like we tried pulling it out once, but the hitch part pulled off. It would be cool to redo it, but we have to get it out of here regardless. So I'm gonna try cutting the weeds down so we can see what it looks like. So now we can kind of see it a little better. It's a, looks like it was a horse-drawn one, maybe. I don't know. But Shelly wants to sell the wagon wheels off of it, so we got to get them out so we can get pictures taken. So, you know, I always think it'd be my luck that someone would see this and realize that this is like one of the first ever Anheuser-Busch wagons, and it's probably worth $500,000, but we got to get rid of it still. Can't take the chance. All right, so now that we can see it, we're going to move on to the next project and wait for Shelly to wake up from her nap. So we're going to try to clean this little area up. This little place is mosquito heaven. There does happen to be some raspberry bushes in there, but all of those are raspberry bushes, so I think we have enough raspberry bushes. This is a mulberry tree, which I don't know why anybody would want a mulberry tree in their yard, but we're going to try to clean all the weeds up and then have it so it's just grass and the trees trimmed way up. So we have still not bought any trimmers or anything, so we're just going to use the trusty old shovel and the Sawzall for this. So this is a pretty good before picture. You can kind of see how you can't even see through there. These are raspberry bushes all over here, and then those pine trees are there, but we're hoping to get rid of all of this and then trim the tree way up. See, it's only been 5 minutes and it's already starting to look better. I'm gonna keep going at it while Shelly's sleeping. Now we're gonna trim some of the trees up. Telling you, she thinks she's a cougar. So we got it pretty much cleaned up. I left these little bushes right here just, well, they're not bushes, they're irises, in case Shelly wants to move them somewhere else. But cleaned up pretty good. I got one post out, but as you can see, it's laying right here. There's one more post right here. And then I got to check with Shelly to see if she wants to cut all those down. I think it looks a lot cleaner. I personally want to get rid of these guys right here, but we'll let Shelly decide. Well, that's about as much fun as I can handle for Father's Day. Hope you guys had a great day. Remember, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos. And also, if you got more time, there's more videos sitting right here in the back of the Ranger. So make sure you pick one of those videos or one that's on the side. Thanks for watching.